So today we're going to do scapula or shoulder blade. It's the thing on the back of your shoulder, upper back, and it should actually move freely everywhere. And so I haven't done a lot of scapula cars, but just wanted to review and actually do a really good video for scapula cars. What we really want is the motion to be free in all ranges. I'm going to teach you with it on your side, but you can do these cars any range, so you can do the same scapula cars in all ranges, and really you should, because if you want your scapula to move freely in all ranges, by all means do that. A lot of people don't realize that their range is quite limited and they don't even know how to move, and it should glide on your rib cage. This allows and couples and allows a lot of motion for your shoulder. So a lot of people who have shoulder issues also have scapula or shoulder blade issues, or they actually, that's the bigger problem sometimes as well. Okay, so as with any cars, we trap the air in our lower abdomen and we push that diaphragm down and then hold it there. So it's like a bracing, holding, and our arms are going to be by our side, and then we're going to work through this 4 ranges of motion: elevation and depression, protraction or forward, and retraction and back. The key with this is what we want to do is we want to do one motion, then we want to keep that motion as we move to the next motion, okay? So taking that breath in, trapping that air in our lower abdomen, bracing and radiating tension through the rest of my body. My hands at my side. I'm going to be elevating my shoulders. Keeping that elevation, I'm going to try and protract them forward. Then I'm going to try to depress them, but maintain that forward motion. Then I'm going to start to retract while they're depressed. Elevate, try and go all the way up, protract, depress, retract, and then we reverse. So we go back to forward, so protraction, elevation while we're maintaining that protraction, retraction, maintaining that elevation, depression, maintaining that retraction, protraction, elevation. I'm going to show you from the side. So on our side here, we really want our hand to be just kind of gliding up and down, little bit of motion, but we don't want it flailing out here because that's just showing a lot of compensatory motion. It's a small motion, and so you're trying to go into these 4 areas, but really make sure you're trying to make it smooth. So you go all the way up and you're trying to push to the end range of your motion there. So at the side, I'm going to elevate that shoulder, go as high as I can, then I'm going to protract, maintaining that elevation. When you feel like you want to hike or do something, then that's your end of your motion. Depression, retraction, up. And we don't want any real spine motion, so radiate that tension, protraction, depression, retraction, elevation, and we're going to freeze here and reverse. So we're going to depress, protract, elevate, maintain that protraction. So that's that key where I'm going to now elevate. I want to stay elevated as I retract, then stay retracted as I depress. So we're then pushing all the corners of that motion for your scapula shoulder blade. Try doing 6 or 8 reps of that and do it a bunch of times a day. If you have shoulder issues, do more than 1 time a day. Do it lots and lots and lots, because this kind of motion is actually just inducing motion into your scapula.